Sambal belut, I think.
Ah, sambal balut. Okay, balut. Balut is the baby
Belut.
bird that didn't.
What is the English? I'm forgetting.
I thought balut is like the embryo of a duck or something. No.
Duck? No, sir.
Okay. I don't know anything then. Balut, balut. Hey, Ghani, welcome. Ghani, what brings you here, Ghani? Sir.
I asked Mas Gani to join because of the probe listing, sir.
Oh, right. Okay. Good attendance then. All right. So I'm looking at this calendar today. I think. Let's see. I think we should begin. Lilis, you're leading today. Is that correct?
Actually,
Oops. Okay. That was funny. Oh, what? What's going on?
hello, sir. Sorry.
Yes.
Actually, it should be Fidi, I think.
I think I'm chairperson. It's your name, actually.
Oh, wait. Oh, you check it. Check it. No, no, no. Is that Lilis?
Yep.
Mm, yeah, it can be me, but actually, today's Fidi is actually Lilis.
Vidi, yeah? Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Vidi's not good.
Fidi is in
Chair is
office.
late. Okay. Let's give him one more minute, and then if he's not here, then okay, yes. Okay, give me. Okay, all right.
Mm, what changes? I changed the I last time I lead the meeting I forget to change, but today I changed it. But I don't know why this become me again.
Really? Okay, so it should be Vidi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
but I don't think video will come, sir, because on the calendar, he marked it as off actually.
Okay. All right. Then
Yeah.
let's go to me then. So it'll be my turn to chair, and Boyana wants to come to this one. So come on in, Vic. Let's go ahead and get started. So let's take a look at Vidi's cards first. I'm starting at RMD 6.0. This is new part. Actually, wait. No, we have a guest, Ghani. So I won't take up too much of Ghani's time. I'll let him come in, and we'll work on his card first. So to Lilis, which card does Ghani belong to? Is it RMD
Uh,
6.1?
Card under your name, sir.
Of course, publisher probe listing.
Yeah, the B.9.
Okay, thank you. All right, Gunny, we'll start with you. Thank you for joining us as our guest today. Um, let's see. So I'm reading the card, and what kind of method will you use to identify the market desired price? How long will the project run? And who's in charge of monitoring the inquiry and the key result? Okay, great questions. So thank you very much, Gunny. The method. Let's go and do this. Lilith, if we are to plot out our prices for monthly prices, can we see it across, let's say, a normal distribution?
Sorry, sir. If we, what is that? What do you mean?
Okay, so let's say, for example, Lilith, we plot out our monthly. Actually, maybe that's too complicated. Okay, let's go with this. The probe listings should have a price 30% less than what we are actually ready to sell for. Okay, so let's try with that. So we'll sell the probe listings at 30% less. And how long will this project run for? We need to run it for, let's start with Villa Bodas at 30% less. Let's run it for, we're publishing it on Facebook, right, Gunny?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Generally, Lilis, how many days after, what is the inquiry pace in the first 7 days after you post? Generally, how many inquiries do you get on the first day after you post? How many on the second day? How many on the third day? How many on
Do
the
you mean post a new listing, sir?
Yes. When we post on Facebook, we post a new opportunity on Facebook.
Mm.
How many inquiries do you get the next day? How many inquiries do we get the day after that? And so on and so forth.
Mm. Oh, maybe because I checked Nadine's card. Sir.
Nadine's card.
Yeah, yeah. The data is more accurate there.
Okay.
So
So
it's in the sorry in the HAR card, I think.
okay. So I'm going to go over to HAR real quick. This is the great part about using this. Yeah, you can just hop over. Okay. Now it's HAR. Woof! How do you like that? We can. Wow, it's so fun now, right? The communication is super easy. Nadine, okay, this is her Facebook. I'm opening Nadine's card HARG1 Facebook optimization, and I don't think she wrote what the
Uh,
price was
on the evidence, sir.
on the evidence. Oh, okay, evidence. Okay, so now I'm opening the evidence. So I'm opening Nadine's Dropbox paper on Facebook inquiry optimization experiment record. So what I'm hoping to find is this. Okay, okay, two inquiries, five inquiries. Okay, I don't really have the exact. Oh wow. Okay, all right, interesting. Oh, thank you, Nadine. Okay. My God, 11. Okay, okay, all right, got it, got it.
Yep.
All right, so it looks. I don't exactly have the piece of information I'm looking for, Lilis, which is I don't know how many inquiries are. I don't know when the last inquiry comes in, right? After posting. So to Ghani, I will just say a week, okay?
Okay.
Because we're not measuring, we don't know right now. So
Okay.
let's run Bodas. Let's put a few in here. Can we run? Which ones do we want to put in the experiment, Lilis?
Uh, actually, I've discussed with Ghani and also the notice here. So, probe listing is a listing that actually has a price lower. But actually, do you mean that the probe listing is showing the property that we don't have?
No, the
No.
probe listing should show a property that we do have, but we are pricing it at the moment to create a market. So it's not the price that the owner wants. It's the price of trying to figure out what people will inquire at, right? Because the problem with a regular listing is that you price it what the owner wants, but you cannot detect where the activity is actually happening. So if you do put up a probe listing, then you should be able to see, okay, at what
Also,
point.
you can see it on the Facebook if you will see it, like
Mhm.
here posting this post
Right.
and very very popular, and then this one is like it's nine, and you can see the reach. And
I can see the reach and
engagement.
the engagement, but I don't know. I don't know. Reach and engagement does not show intent, right?
Mhm.
It does not show that somebody is actually going to buy it. Reach, well, Ghani's like, yeah, vanity stats, right? Versus real stats. Okay. So the reach and everything is due to just Facebook's algorithm and how many people they show it to and how busy the thing is. But what we want are we want actual offers, right? We want actual offers. We want somebody to say, yes,
On this
15.
one, I don't think so.
Right. We want an actual offer. We will not find actual offers until we find what the buyer's willing price is. That's why we need the probe listing. Um,
Okay.
we need to get to the price where people go yes, and they inquire like you get 100 inquiries. So this is how you determine a probe listing. You don't want it too low because it's ridiculous. If you say 1 million for a month, then of course you get a lot of inquiries, but that doesn't really tell you anything. But you don't want it too high because if you get it too high, nobody will inquire. You want it at the point where you just get a lot of inquiries, where you start getting like let's say 2 or 3 an hour. Maybe that would be like a good pace. That would be like, oh, okay, I hit something, right? But also that would be the lowest price that the owner could potentially accept, right? So that's the best price for a probe listing. It's the lowest the owner could potentially accept, but it's also high enough to drive traffic. So in this particular way, what we do is we drop probes down, right? So we put in a probe. A probe is just to see how far down is it, right?
Mm.
We need to figure out how far is the hole. And when we hit something, we know, okay, that is the market price. And that will tell us that we can put up more properties at that price, and that will be the transaction price. Okay, so
Mm.
let's start it at 30% below. We're not actually going to sell it. The point is not to actually sell it. The point is to get information. The point is to see if we price it at 30% below and nobody inquires, then we know, okay, that's crazy, right? We could probably try 40% below, right? See if people inquire. But if we price it at 30% below and all of a sudden you get like 6 times as many inquiries, then you know, oh, okay, this is probably where people feel very comfortable paying for. Okay, so that is the intention. I think we can take Bodas, we can take probably Bahagia, we can take these slow moving products, and we can just set up probes at 30% below what we're currently selling. And just probe as many as possible. I'd say make 3 to 5 probes, Seminyak, Changu, the Bukit. And you want different probes because you're trying to probe different information. You're trying to probe which markets are more active, because maybe Changu is more active than Jimuran, and you're trying to probe which prices and which properties are going to be the real ones. If we get success, then we can go back to the owner and we can say, hey, look, there's a lot of people who want it. Would you care to think about it? We can negotiate other stuff later. We can say, hey, look, the probe was without water and electricity, but you still have to buy that. But at least it gives us something to work with now, right? At least we get a real inquiry and a real. But mostly, Lilis, what it gets you is it gets you information. Now it gets you the addressable market price, the price where activity is actually happening. Okay. Okay. Over to Ghani.
Okay, okay. So thank you, sir, for the explanation. So basically, I will create a Villa Buddha's listing
Uh-huh.
on the maybe on the if I'm not mistaken on BW or BSW, but I'm not connecting to Toket. I just copy the copywriting and then put it the picture like Villa Buddha's as well,
Yeah.
and then we wait until 1 week, and after that we record the what is it the impression on the Airbnb and also on the Facebook as well. And after that, after 1 week, I take down. I
Yeah.
understand.
You can do that. That's one way. The other way you can do it is where. Okay, Lilis, where do we get more inquiries right now, on Facebook or Airbnb for long-term rentals?
Hmm. Actually, on Facebook, I'm not really measuring it now because nothing working on it. But
Got it.
last the deal happened last time. Lot 5 is coming from Facebook. So
Okay.
we for this month we haven't convert long term deal by Airbnb actually.
Okay,
So
this saves you some work then, Ghani. You don't have to make listings on Airbnb. Let's just focus the channel on Facebook right now. So I think what you can do is you can just post those Facebook posts that you have. This saves you a lot of time, right? You don't have to
Okay.
do any Airbnb listing work. So just post these Facebook ads onto the different groups, advertising the new price. Villa Asmara, no, right? Villa Shinta, yes. Villa Asmara, we have no compatible product with Villa Asmara right now, right? So even if we do get a successful person says, hey, look, I'd like to have that, we don't have anything to sell them at the moment. I think you can use Villa Shinta, right? Is it what's the one in Bingen that Papuiro owns?
Santi.
Sorry, Villa Santi. Yeah. Price Villa Santi at, let's say, 13 million. See if we start getting hits on that one in Facebook groups. Okay. I'll put it down more specifically. So for Ghani.
Mm.
we don't need to make the listing on Airbnb, sir. But I thought first thing that you want to observe the market on Airbnb.
Well, I wanted to observe the market on Airbnb because I thought that Airbnb is getting more inquiries and we take those deals and bring it over to Facebook, right? And that's partly why you're moving the monthly prices now on Airbnb. But then when you just told me that like the most of the deals have been happening through Facebook, I thought, okay, I'm trying to make Ghani's life easier, right? In this
Mhm.
particular regard.
Mhm.
So tell me though, Liz, the whole point of this is not okay. It's more simple. On Airbnb, why do we change the monthly prices? We change the monthly prices so that we would get more traffic from the Airbnb side because that's done anyway. Ghani's already made those listings before, anyhow. From Ghani and other people have made those anyway. So we're trying to do this. We're trying to just figure out what the market prices should be in the market. Remember, Facebook is where the lowest prices are, right? This is where people are getting deals. Airbnb right now is where people are not necessarily getting deals. So this isn't actually to transact at this moment, Lilis. This is just to figure out what are the numbers to plug into our Airbnb listings. Because right now we're plugging in the Airbnb listing price based on what owners think that it should be priced. But we do not know what the price that buyers will actually activate. So this is where we're sort of dropping a probe down to figure out what the buyers will do. We don't necessarily need to go to Airbnb because I think everybody expects that Airbnb will be more expensive than on Facebook anyway. That's probably why they're converging to Facebook. We're going to Facebook to figure out what is it the price that people will transact. Once we get those prices, then we're sure. Because right now we're not sure, right? We're sort of locked. We don't know the prices. The owners don't know the prices. The owners give this price, and we don't really know. But if we put the probe into Facebook at a price that where we see a lot of activity, then we can be confident. We can go back to the owners and say, this is where the party is. The party is happening at 13 million to 15 million. And then we can change the Airbnb prices and we can have that be right. Okay? Make sense?
Got it, sir.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. And that saves Ghani work too. You're right. Eventually, we'll probably have to actually, eventually we don't need to create new listings, Ghani, because we can just take the pro prices and,
Yeah.
and apply them to Airbnb, right? So no need to create a new sequence of listings as well.
Okay.
Is that part clear?
Yes, sir. Very clear.
Okay, very good. Lilis, do you have anything to say? Step on toes. Tell me if I've said something that's inconsistent.
Yeah, yeah, actually, we clarify our purpose today because previously we think that we want to see if we set the prices consistent with Facebook, for example. Do we will have like the same traffic inquiries, right? But today we only want to know which price that will work. But I think we should have like comparisons, sorry, just like for example, we set the Villa Shanti for 13 million, and then something like Villa Shanti we set for example, like 15 million. Is that I mean, we have to compare. I mean, we have to.
It's hard to compare when you have the same product for two different prices on a market, right? So if you have the same product, Villa Santi and Villa Shanti, one at 15, one at 30,
I
naturally people will go for the 13, right? There's no, look, it's okay. We have the comparison right now because we've set the prices already on Facebook on the last batch according to real prices. Am I right? The last batch of Facebook ads that we put out, these were prices based on our long-term discussion with the owners. This time, what we're going to do is we're going to drop it even further. And all we need to do is see, did we get more traffic and did we get more inquiries? If we got more inquiries and we get offers, this is key. If we get offers, then we have discovered what the real price should be. If we don't get okay, so looking back in Nadine's experiment, a lot of the ads that she worked on didn't get any inquiries. Am I right? Okay.
Yep.
Well, okay. I'll bring it back so that everyone can see it. So wait, everyone knows that, right? I don't need to show. Okay. Ghani, you've seen that, right? On Nadine's experiment, you can see some of the Facebook ads didn't get inquiries, and
Sir, I see that on the Mi Villa got the 5 inquiries, and then the other is get 4, and then the highest is lot 5.
okay, lot 5 got inquiries. But were there any Facebook posts that did not get inquiries?
Sorry, sir.
Were there any Facebook posts that got 0 inquiries or very few inquiries?
Yes, a lot of posts that
Okay.
no.
I would go back to those, actually, Lilis, as your control. You can go back to, let's say, Nadine's chart, look at the properties that got no inquiries, drop the price 30%, and see if that changes things. Okay? That would be perfect. Then you have your control and you have your variable. So you can go to the owner and you can say, hey, look, what I did was this, and all of a sudden people are active again. Now, I have an offer on the table now. Do you want it? And they can say no, then go to the next owner and say, I have an offer on the table now. Do you want it? You can go back to Wayana even. Yeah, you can go back to Wayana and you can say, I have an offer now. Can you, Wayana, find a villa for this offer? And she can go and probably find one for you. Okay? But we need offers. We don't need a stalemate. Probe listings create offers. Offers create transactions. transactions create ranking and all kinds of other, and transactions ultimately create this whole list. Once you have a transaction, you have confidence. You know that now this is the right price for this product in this region at this size in this amenity setup. And then you can tell the next owner this is what the market currently buys. How do you know that? Because you have maybe two or three offers if you have the probe listing at the correct price. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The most efficient way I think to do this is to go back to every single Facebook ad that has already gone out. Take a look at the ones that got zero inquiries, drop the price 30% on those, and see what happens next. If they still get zero inquiries, drop the price again after a week, right? Maybe another 30% from that, and see if it don't go down 60%. So okay, if it's 100, go down to 70. If it's 70, go down to I guess 49, right? A little bit, until you start seeing traffic again. If it's way too low, Lilis, you can stop this if it's too low. If you know that the owner probably will never take it, then that doesn't need to be discussed, because even if we do get an offer, it's ridiculous. So drop it to where you believe, you're going to have to make a guess on this one, you believe the owner's lowest threshold is, okay? And that will be based on where you see other owners transacting. So if you see another owner transacting at 15 and this owner wants 35, you probably know that they could probably deal with 15 if they needed to. So then you can try it 15 with the other property. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Uh,
So start dropping the probes and let's get the information back. What we're looking for is what is the market rate. And once we have that information, Lilis, then you, me, Wayana, everyone can start negotiating, because we can say we have an offer. Right now, we don't have offers. There's no negotiation, right?
yes.
So there's nothing to talk about. Okay?
Okay, sir. So, my plan is looking at Nadine's post previously and try to make a new price for the property that haven't the property that is not really get inquiry, and then
Yes.
I will compare it in the same duration of Nadine's post.
Yes.
Yes.
And then try it at a 30% lower rate. No need to go on Airbnb. Just do it on Facebook. And then Nadine picks up on these, right? Nadine's usually the one checking the inquiries right after. So then we just go back to Nadine and say, hey, the perfect. You've already set the experiment up for Nadine. Nadine just needs to show what the new results are at the lowered price. Okay. And hopefully we get it. So this is a little bit weird. I know we're not asking for permission first. We're taking the initiative to find an offer first, and then we go back to the owner and we say, hey, look, we have an offer. Do you want it or not? And Wayana can then shop that offer around to other properties all the way down through the entire community until somebody says, yes, I will take that. Okay? Yeah? Okay, good. Thank you. So, yes, I think that part makes that part clearer. And let me just double check on Nadine's board. So I'm just opening up her Trello just to make sure I'm not smoking crack. The only thing I want to check at this point is to see how many how many Facebook ads were uninquired. Okay, so looks like there was a few. Um,
Mm.
yeah, there was a few. There was Bodas got no inquiry, no likes, no comments, no shares. Lot 3 got no inquiry, no likes. Why are we selling lot 3? Okay.
Maybe was the guest taking too long to
Okay,
decide?
okay, got it. So Bodas, Olala, and okay, sorry, you guys need to put a few more probes in there too as well. NH residence seems to not get, okay, zero on NH residence,
Yep.
2 inquiries on Rockerai Villa, 5 inquiries on Me Villa. Okay, but you guys need some more, right? So take the Facebook 2, add a few more, right? On things like maybe in Bingen, Vilashanti, please put Vilashanti on, and then we can move this along. Okay?
Okay, so I think it's about 5 properties. Bodas and H resident, and then maybe Rakarai Villa because
Right.
it's only 2, and then Villa Shanti.
Yep.
One more
Look,
Mi Villa,
what?
Mi Villa, or you have something?
Me Villa doesn't work. It's not the inquiry that
I
doesn't
think
work. It's not the price that doesn't work. It's the size. even if we went down on the price, I don't think people would still get it. It's just not. It's not the right fit. It's not. It's like if I'm looking for a family car, I'm not going to buy a motorbike, right? So no matter what the price of the motorbike is, it still doesn't suit my needs. Okay, so
I think I will search properties around region one, I think
please,
so.
please, yeah, just find one and put it in, and put it on Allow Pros, and then we have offers, and then we can start shopping, and we start doing business again. Okay. Okay, great. It's exciting. Don't worry about it. We've done this before. We did this all the time back in Bukit Vista 3. This is how we created a market. When the market is stuck like the way it is, it's actually an opportunity. The opportunity is whoever gets an inquiry, whoever gets an offer is king or queen. Yeah. So get these things in, and then what the next step will be, you'll get convergence of pricing. When you start selling, everybody will start pricing at the sale price that you sell at, and everybody will start meeting at that market range. Once you have that, you have liquidity again. Then you have things are moving really quickly again, and you have an active marketplace. Okay. All right. So we're a few steps there. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah. Okay. Let's. Ghani, that part is done now. So
Okay.
you're a guest, so you're free to come and you're free to go at your own pleasure. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you,
All right.
Lilis. See
Thank
you.
So much, Ghani.
All right, let's take a look at the rest of the cards now, Lilis. So I'm looking at Vidi's card DM RMD6.0. This is price change on Tokyo Region 1. Okay, thank you very much. These are all the long-term prices going in, along with the short-term prices, right, that we discussed. Okay. All
Yes.
right, cool. Thank you very much for getting those activated. DNR Hills. Okay. All right, good.
I think also we need to bring HR, like the way they answer input also is not like, because this guest is asking to stay for this.
Okay, bring it up at the HAR discussion, right? There's some problems with inquiry optimization too as well right now, Lilis, that Wayana has discovered. Some of the inquiries are not actually very helpful for the guests, and they're not helpful for converting. So
Uh,
that,
sorry, sir. What do you mean by not very helpful? I mean,
maybe you can bring this up.
Because this one the guest is asking to stay, and then on the port to see the room, and then maybe stay, and then apa namanya? It should be like pre-approved, and then you need this, and then okay, you can see the property, but please book on Airbnb. That should be like what you said, not asking this, otherwise Airbnb blacklist us.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay, all right. That's yeah. Tell Andre that. Yeah, you can tell Andre that. That's fine. Okay, it's okay. Just okay. Next time, save that for yourself. Yeah, that doesn't need to go into the meeting. Okay. Cool. New price change. And then I'm going to the next card, which is RMU.0. This is new market building workflow. All right, cool. So there's an update from Vidi, still waiting for review.
yeah,
Lilith.
I have to review it, sir. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm still setting the price.
Okay. Decide whether that is use the Eisenhower matrix and tell us which quadrant that belongs to. And if you can't decide whether to do it, at least just tell us where the priority is right now, so we know how you view it. Okay? Revenue prediction model. Okay, interesting. No update on that. No update since May 27th. Next one is survive. Okay, we just talked about. Oh, new price change on Tokyo Region 2. Fantastic. Okay, so all these price changes are the prices that we saw last time, or have there been more discussions with the owners?
Actually, I set the price that already approved by you and also the owner. So I just like I'm putting priority on some like that. I just like I'm not really citing all of them based on the first, second, and then until 10. But which one that is more desirable and also get owner's permission and also your
Understood. Understood. Okay. So the most desirable, least friction with the owner, right?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. And then when you get to the points where it's higher friction, let me and Wayana know, and we will come in to help. Okay.
Yep.
So please signal which ones are high friction. Just high friction and high impact. High friction and high impact properties. Okay. And Wayana and Jing will come in to negotiate to help you. Okay, great, fantastic. So next one on Thrive, you won. This is a proposed revision according to the business model. So this is producing. This is the video. Okay. All right. So Wayana will have a discussion with Lilis. Lilis will have okay. Rizal's card. Okay. Okay. Let me try to use it. Oh, the proposal. Okay, got it.
That's the
Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. Right. So I just attached Rizal's card because he will be doing this in parallel with you. In parallel, not in sequence, right? So you go on your own. Rizal will go on his own, and yeah, that will help us create a new branding. What are you guys planning to do? Create like a slideshow or?
The one that proposal is like a slideshow,
Okay.
and then combined with result video.
Okay. Good. Good.
So that if there is somebody confused with the slideshow,
They can look at the proposal and see what's going.
on the.
Not exactly. Not exactly. You should probably show up in the frame. Yeah. Let's come around here to the side. Come. Okay. Thank you. Not exactly. Remember, the proposal comes in after the video. The video is like, it's like a movie. You see the trailer first, right? I know you don't watch movies, but
Yeah.
you see the trailer first, and then you go watch the movie, and then you love the movie. So the explanation video is a trailer. It's simply just to get somebody who would have been interested to talk to us. And then the movie is the proposal, right?
Okay.
The movie is essentially like you're going to have to decide if the proposal will be guided or unguided, right? Guided means that somebody will be reading the proposal to the client, like a pitch. Unguided means that they will just read it themselves, right? It's slightly different.
Oh.
Okay. Unguided should have more interaction events in the middle where you pause, you say, what do you think of that? Does it sound interesting? What part of this would actually work better for you, right? And guided would, and oh my God, wait, this is crazy. This is really good. This goes into what we were just talking about for the product team. They need, to have this worked. Actually, you know what? This is perfect. I just connected three dots here. Okay, so Diva will be asking property owners about the new pitch, right? The new thing that we're doing, the new product. But wait, slightly different but the same. She's going to interview a few property owners in Canggu, Bukit, and Ungasan about if the product suits their needs. Do you want to pitch the owners at the same time or no? No, because this is general. This is general. This is not a feature. This is business idea. Okay. All right. So no updates. Proposal should give more explanation than the movie. All right. I think this is right now on the back burner, right? This is under a lower priority thing because you guys are working on prices right now. That's fine. Okay, so this one should probably update a little bit slower. All right, and then the final one is PPS analysis on features, revenue, and okay, no updates since May 29th. Okay, I see that we're focusing on pricing right now, which is really good. Okay, so we just discussed Ghani's card, B.9, or sorry, my card, B.9, and networking with Airbnb alumni. I have an update. So this is my update from I think yesterday. There have been a few that we have responded back to us, and we have scheduled a meeting. And I'm scheduling a meeting already. I have a confirmed meeting on. Give me a second. I have a confirmed meeting on, I believe Saturday morning. Give me a second. Yeah, Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. Ritesh Agerwal. That's crazy. That's the CEO of Oyo, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's you.
Ritesh Agerwal is the CEO of Oyo. He's also a data scientist at Uber, apparently. So we have an appointment. Ritesh Agerwal at Uber Data Science, and I will go ahead and invite both you and Vidi to this event. Okay. All right, so that's it. Let me go over to the management structure. I'll go ahead and.
How about Wayan card, sir?
Oh, babe, you have a card? Okay.
Oh
All right.
yes,
Sorry.
I do.
Oh, there you are. Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry. Thank you, Lilis. Okay. Your card is incomplete. You haven't even written what your card's about, and you didn't use the template. Shame. What do you want to
Mm,
say?
basically, on my card, I'm working because Bingin and Padang Padang is open. So basically, I'm working on the villas that I think it's sell
See,
for
Belle Isle rented out their friend for 14 million a month.
yeah. So but
You see, Lilis? That's what I'm talking about, right? If we're not fast,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I already know that because Pa Billy said, yeah, I give 14 million because he's my friend, just like maybe relative. So
Everyone's
right.
a friend, right? But I mean, the end thing is they were willing to take 14 million, right, rather than
tapi
something
itu
else.
nggak include electricity like
Okay,
one
but these are actual transactional prices. That's why we need to know. Okay.
so but I asked 19 million include electricity and our fees included and then they okay.
For future.
Yeah, for example.
Yeah, our future.
Okay.
That's
And
the conversation on it.
Okay.
looking
All
for
right.
international.
All right.
So when
Okay.
Dahayu happened get back from him, I asked like 24 million for 4 bedroom.
Okay. We should probably advertise Belle Isle too. By the way, Lilis. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That one should go on the Facebook
Yeah,
page. Okay.
so that one very nice actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then.
And then Pondok Dahayu, I'm still waiting from confirmation from him. I proposed like 22 million include everything and RP
Mhm.
because they have 4 bedroom instead of 3. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so this is not a. It's kind of messy. This actually belongs to, I think, Lilis's card, right? So no, sorry, Vidi's card. It belongs to Vidi's card because he's in Region One. So Vidi needs to know to price these properties at this
Oh
price.
yeah, I have that correctly. So
Okay,
I'll put
and
on
you
the-
need to format this correctly, right? This is not
Yeah.
not formatted correctly at all. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so
So it's standard.
okay, you just go here and you hit a template, right? Secondary initiative. But I don't know what. Okay, I'll talk to you later about that. That's a secondary. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and Lilis will be the next chair. Vidi will be the next secretary, and that pretty much is a wrap on the scrub. Now let's go over to check the discussion really quick. Oops. RM dis. Oh no, what did I do that for? I'm trouble. Okay, excuse me. Sorry. Okay.
I'll go find the group that I want.
Which group is that? Okay.
Russian admin.
On the meeting management structure. So
Yeah, I know. Sorry, a little bit today. Okay. Okay. Let's go here. See if there's any discussion topics we need to address. So, okay, deeper discussion on Olala negotiation case. Lilis, that's done?
actually, on Monday, I think we have discussed that.
Okay. All right. So that part is done. No further discussion topics at the moment. Is there any discussion topics on revenue that you need to say? No? Okay. Lilis, any discussion topics that you need to.
Mm, actually, this is MB, awareness market building, but I'm working with Mowayan with this. Maybe the scheme where we can, for example, we have list on the MB card which property that is I would think that we can sell in the I mean of design and something and bedroom and something else, but sometimes we cannot reach the owner in the fast way. It's like what we should done to successfully engage with them, just like
Ah,
Yeah, because
Ah,
yeah, yeah,
I
I
think probably
well, why
today.
don't you go ahead, Lilis?
yeah. For example, like alias Suli Mawayan. When
I got
Nadine,
the contact.
oh, you got the contact, the WhatsApp or.
Yeah, already get to Nadine yesterday.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so that's the problem actually previously because the guests actually like want to visit, but we cannot call the owner because firstly the alias Suli doesn't share the number. Yeah.
That's a rookie mistake. So, ideally, I think we should have access to any property. Ideally, we or the guest should have anytime, all the time access to the property. Right? That's the whole point of having self check-in. No?
No, this one is
No, this one is not our partner, sir. So just like
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
yeah.
it's 10.
Okay, then that depends. I think on you can delegate this to community management so that they can maybe arrange for a. Well, there's two ways you can do it, right? One is you get the photographer to go and create the virtual tour, like what Tendy's doing right now. You guys are aware of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So if you have a virtual tour, then just tell them to look at the virtual tour. So we're going to be asking Diva to do a new onboarding process using a faster way that's not permanent. Okay. Not permanent.
Mm.
So essentially, part of that will include creating a virtual tour of the property so that this doesn't become an issue. All right. So in those particular cases, I think that's that. But the other case is I think when you get these properties, please ask for some sort of self-check-in capability or some sort of immediate contact capability because
Yeah.
these deals are only
I
for
think I think two way can improve this list. So what I think I will revisit the list that we have and then make a group with Nadine. I when I have a group with Nadine and then I pass basically I category pass the,
Mm. Oh
the
yeah, actually Nadine wants to discuss also more with me and you. So can you make time for a meeting tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Yes, Nadine invited already.
here. We'll do it from Slack, right? What time do you want to have the meeting?
What time is it? Yeah. Wait, I have to check it. So I forget. It's tomorrow at
Oh, it's happening already.
no,
Yeah,
2:30.
Oh, it's scheduled already.
Sorry,
Lilis, has it been scheduled already?
it's been scheduled by Nadine. I mean, and
Oh,
Nadine invite Mawayan, but I think Mawayan haven't accepted.
okay.
okay, you should probably accept that.
Okay.
Okay, great.
That's easy.
So that is okay. That's that then. All right, I understand the friction. Okay, successful. Okay, I can't reach the owner in a fast way. Um, in these particular cases, it's better just to. Does the owner have on-site staff?
That one I don't know.
No. Okay. Lewis, did the owner in these cases have on-site staff?
Yeah, maybe that's our I mean we lack of information regarding that because the owner is not really, I mean, because we don't have any guests that we only said that if we have a guest then later I will contact you with that sentence.
No.
People usually like, yeah, 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 I don't
Okay.
know. But
Maybe how many of these type of owners do we have right now?
I have the list. I think I will. I after I see this, I know how to fix it. So what I gonna do? I will ask the number and ask this if we can uh like how many in advance that we need to notify if there is a guest want to
Look,
see.
it's really
So
easy. Just set
like
up
that.
office hours, right? Just set up office hours. Just agree that hey, look, from this time to this time, the villa will be open, right? Simple as
No,
that.
that's depend on the owner. If the owner doesn't have
hmm,
staff, they have to show up. You have to understand what time in advance and how is the best way to most reachable. So
Then we need to know what time that they would predetermine would be available for this, right?
yes.
They need to set up essentially a reliability, like an office hour, right?
Mm.
Like what time would the villa be available on, like, and then you have an SLA, right? Then you can tell the guest, it takes 24 hours from the time of inquiry to the time of inspection, right? If you want to reduce that, you can take a look at these photos that we have right now, and then you have a virtual tour of the property. So that SLA, that service level can be 0 for a virtual tour, right? And it can be up to 1 day for, let's say, an owner to get back. Okay? Yeah? In the meantime, is there anything else that I can help you with? All right? To get them to keep on talking and give you more ideas what they might want to have. Okay? Yeah. All right. Cool. Good share. Thank you, Lilis, for sharing that. That's very insightful. Okay. Anything else, ladies? No. Okay.
No, I didn't have any more discussion.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Today I was in a. I'll criticize my own sharing capabilities. I felt like I was very flustered. I don't know why. Maybe I haven't shared in a while. I should have been more calm. Yeah. More steady. But okay, we did get through with it. Wait, I'm not chair. Am I chair? I was chair.
Yeah.
Was I chair? I was chairing today. Okay, so Lilis, you're secretary then, right?
Yes. I have
Oh,
the discussion. So.
okay, thank you. Okay, let's take a look at the notes to see what the summaries were.
Okay. Where's the notes? This one.
Okay.
Wait, sir. Where is my? So this is the note. Basically from you. Much is from you. So regarding the pricing, please call Jing or Wayana for the owner that has a high impact and high friction properties regarding the price, and then regarding the proposal should be give more explanation other than the movie.
Okay.
And then regarding the probe listing, we only posted on Facebook and give 30% lower price than the desired price by owner.
Mhm.
And last one is the networking with Ritesh at Uber Data Science will be updated.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Welcome in, Bayu. Bayu, we're just about to wrap up right now. Is there anything that you'd like to say? Or
Yeah, actually, just a quick question. So,
Sure,
I
sure.
just got a new idea. So, I actually for a question first. How usually we explain our revenue strategy to partner?
How do we usually explain our revenue strategy to a partner? Okay, so generally, what does anybody want to answer that? You want to answer that? Actually, you answering is better because you actually do it, right?
Because I don't do revenue for a while actually.
No, but how do you explain it to a partner?
Oh, to a partner.
Yeah.
For a partner, I think what we do is like following the market that we have now. What is the market? What it sell is not based on like what they want. So so that's what normally I pitch and negotiate for price.
Okay, so you pitch them what actually sells in the marketplace.
Yes.
Okay, all right, got it. Lilis, do you ever speak to partners about revenue? What do you usually say?
Actually, I used to give the range based on our data. For example, in Facebook, our last data, and then just like also identifying their operational cost, and then I give recommendation for price, but also ask for their feedbacks because we. I mean, I said that we find this price on market. Uh, do you want? I mean, do you want to participate in our program to lowering this price for next few months ahead, just like that? And actually, most of them know already the market condition, and then yeah, most of them is agree with that. I mean, lowering the price for like perhaps 40 to 15%. The usual.
So actually, what I'm asking is the how. I mean, how we actually contact them. Is it on WhatsApp, or we wait until they ask, or we inform them first until because some partner actually asking like actually some I see on the group that, hey, because of this situation, do we should we do anything, so, like lowering the price or giving a long-term discount?
Mm.
That's if the partner asks about that, so we're not uh, active enough, right? So actually, this is the idea. This is regarding the product development. So there is a report that we are building. Basically, it's called My Property. So what is the revenue? What is the review? Everything. So in the sub menu of revenue report, I want to include this revenue strategy that we apply on that month. So it will connect directly. If we report that revenue for this month is high, then partner will know why it's high because
Yeah.
we are applying that, right? Or if there's no action at all, and if there's any correlation between revenue and there's no strategy, so that the partner also
That's a
knows,
good
right?
idea. That's a good idea.
I'm thinking about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Mas Ben. But I think for today's condition, our strategy is long term discount and flat price actually. So I mean, for a few months ahead, I think that's our strategy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good. I mean, everyone knows, but I'm not sure if everyone knows. Every partner knows about that. I think we should give a reason
Uh,
why they still get any sales in this condition. So I think we just need to take credit of what we are doing. So
okay, okay, I
yeah,
see.
if they see the report, they should know why they still got sales.
Got it.
Mm.
Bayu, over back to you real quickly. Which groups did you see those type of questions emerge from?
Let me. Actually, it's a long time. I think it's Adam. Before I think the first time we got cancellation.
Uh,
So not in recent months. I think just in March or something.
okay.
Uh, yeah.
Okay. I would be surprised if people were still asking because we've been doing a lot of work trying to reach the community to bring them up to speed on the strategy that we're using. In fact, Lilis made a webinar in which he presented almost 4 times already to the community about what our strategies are at the moment. So, but once again, by the big friction right now is like what we discussed in community. If 80% of the people don't show up, then what, right? If they don't show up when we send them, it's almost like, yeah, I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. I do know that we when we got them, we used an offline strategy and a phone call strategy to get them in, right? So this is the channel of communication that they prefer at the moment. And without some sort of steady progress, I think through community management to evolve them to a more digital way to communicate, we will always have a section that stays behind. Rafik says a lot of his crew are lazy. Essentially, they go, "Well, I kind of know this already. Why should I bother showing up?" Right? And we told Rafik in community that that's not a good plan because then that stops essentially the progress of the community. So this is a very much a cultural issue at this moment, right? We're trying to change the culture of the community so that they will be more connected. The ones that do care show up every single time, but the ones that don't care never seem to show up at all.
It's just a pattern. One day you connect and you understand the mission, and then oh, I don't want to use the next one, and you don't know, and then you don't know. Like
It could be
it's very like what you call it, human. And
2 minutes.
also, no worry, Booking.com make a webinar. I saw just 6 people who showed up today. It's a
It's everybody's webinar out probably. Okay,
I mean, yeah. What we can do is something that important to them. If we invite them for a webinar, probably it's not important for them, right?
that's what I said.
Yeah. But if it's money, like their money is still in our bank account, it's important for them, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always pushing. Please don't tell any partner about the finance report. So just if there's anyone asking, just redirect to me or just redirect to bigger so they can see and they can ask about some.
Wait, you want to handle partner demos now? I thought we.
No, not demo, but the report. So if they ask about finance,
Uh,
yeah, you can just do the not the demo, but if there's anyone asking what is the report for this month, for example, you just, and that's already, I give already a demo for you. Do you have any difficulties reading that,
Okay.
or something like that? But most of the time, mostly because I want they feel need to open this page
Got it.
for report.
We know that. We know that. Yeah, we're pivoting from features to benefits right now as well. So when we try to persuade them to come in, we don't tell them that we have a new app. We tell them that this will help them make money, or this will be of crucial importance to their success. So yes, then in that dimension, I think it's better to pitch and persuade using a more attractive bait. Okay, yeah, the community part is a friction, and I don't know. Like we've been how many times how long have we been working on this list, right? To the aggravation. We did a webinar, we thought it was successful, and then we realized that not enough of our community actually showed up, right? And then we worked pretty much all last week to call them in one at a time. And out of that, I think we had about 6 or 7 meetings online with the entire community
I
of
think the
funders.
best way just have a group on Facebook and then every it's like a new feed, like this is new feature or like
No, the best way
yeah.
is basically to just call them and tell them you must come to this. This will make you money, right? If you don't come, you're going to
Some
lose money.
people are sleeping.
Then don't call me when you want to ask about accounting because we don't have accountants anymore, right? I invited you
Yeah,
six
that's
times.
what I
Uh,
said. Like everyone,
uh,
like, hey, can I get like the same
no,
report like January? Like, hey,
no,
like
you can't.
my team already automated. It should be you can access it anytime in the bigger.
It's just
If you
laziness.
want to do training, like Fabian, I believe you already trained them, right? And then they asking a report again. That's why I refer it to Bayu, and then they feel like this is the same on me. I want like I know that you've been talking to me, but she want like report from me. I said, okay, look, my team already automated the thing, so please talk to Bayu if you need more training. I said,
Okay. All right. All
yeah,
right. So we're working on it about you right now because I know it's a friction. It's a friction. It's frustrating for me too. It's really frustrating, right? And Lilis felt that too. I was like,
yeah,
yeah, because we're trying to get this community moving in one direction. Um, I don't know what the magic is, but I think it's we've tried a lot, right? We've pivoted like 6 times on this. We tried owner office hours. We went 3C first time to get everybody around. We went 3C second time to teach the finance dashboard. Lewis did 4 webinars. Um, it's I don't know. Now today we talked about using Calendly. I think I don't know. It'll just take some time to herd all them together,
Mm.
which is really strange
yeah.
because it shouldn't be so much. It shouldn't be so much friction. Okay, generally, what I explain to owners is that essentially we look at data, we look at where the market's going, and we put you in the best position to optimize for revenue, right? And when we're not getting any revenue, you're not optimal for revenue. Once again, it's back to that. This is why price is not important, right? Revenue is important. If you're not getting any revenue, then it doesn't matter what your price is. It's not working. All right. Price is it's a tool. Revenue is king. Okay, so that's
Do you think?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you think if we say like for example like this month any property that don't have any revenue, then we say basically in the report that we say that your revenue is zero because there is no revenue strategy, for example, or
I would
because of
say that we're listening to your strategy, right? That could be another one because this is owner suggested pricing. And then what would be really cool is we take a look at the comparison of owner suggested pricing versus Bukit Vista suggested pricing, right? And you can create like a graph or something
Yeah, yeah,
showing
yeah.
like this is how many Bukit Vista suggested pricing
Based on the
make,
data.
right? And this is what owner suggested pricing is.
but we are not doing that anymore, right? So I think it's the message that we want to deliver is that uh, if Bukit Vista manage the strategy, they don't need to care about the pricing. Like
That's
it's
what I've been saying. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. But we've been kind of progressing towards listening to the owner again, and I'm trying to undo that right now.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, all right. Lilis, you get it? So it's not just me, right? It's everyone. Yeah, we can't listen to owners. It undermines our basic premise of service, right? Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's move back to Bukit Vista pricing. If the owners want to do their own thing, well, we shouldn't let them do their own thing. That shouldn't even be a possibility.
Yeah, normally we suggest. Like when I contact owner, I suggest. Because
No,
of
you
this,
shouldn't suggest. You determine the pricing strategy. That's what they signed up for, right? Suggesting creates confusion. Creates like, oh, I'm in charge now. And once you let them be in charge, then they will fail, just like always, right? For the
No,
majority.
because like the owner need to know how much we will price it. So in the future, this is
The
because of
owner
this
just,
situation.
it's not
this is
that,
the price.
the owner just needs to know that you're committed to creating revenue for them. And they need to hold you accountable for that. If they're not holding you accountable for that, something is wrong. They should be calling you every day asking, why am I not making any revenue? Are they doing that? If they're not, then something is not quite right. No? They should be chasing us every day saying, why am I not getting any sales?
Kayak buat Lilis semua.
Yes, they should be doing that. Yeah, they should be chasing us for sales. And then we need to say, all right, we will do sales for you, right? Because if they're not, then either they're too confused and they don't care, or they're misguided, and we're not guiding them.
But actually, most of the property is listen to us actually.
But I can't do this unless you guys cooperate here too as well. It's not just about listening to us. They need to just let us steer the ship. It's like it's kind of like when you bring a big ship into harbor. There's a pilot that goes onto the ship and he drives your ship into the harbor, right? That's exactly who we are. You can't be like, oh, I'm captain now. I'm going to drive. No, that's why you have a pilot, right? The pilot comes in to steer your ship into the harbor. All right. I know this is where we have a lot of friction too. When we negotiate with owners, what happens is that the owner pushes us down, right? And then we start listening to them, which is not the way it should be. They need to listen. Okay, they should listen to us, or they fire us because we don't know what we're doing. Simple as that. It should not be where they determine their own prices, because that is uncontrollable, right? They need to fire us if they believe that we're not of any benefit to them. Say, look, you're not making me any money, you're fired, right? I will find somebody who will make me money. Not this, I will prices that don't make any sense. Okay? That was the original agreement in the entire company before. Let's stick to that. Okay? All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Bai, for coming in. It's good to have a second voice sometimes to double check the normal. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. It's past the revenue management time. I think this is good to realign our values from time to time and keep that focus. And good to see you, Bai, too, as well. It's good that we can share meetings from time to time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All
Less
right.
lonely.
Hey, you can come back to the office anytime. The thing is open. It's going to be hard to get used to that, actually. So, anyway. Okay.
Okay.
You too, Lilis. Yeah, come back anytime you're ready. All right, see you. All right,
She's coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
all right, bye.
Okay, bye.